Okay, think we're just about ready to get started. Hi everyone, welcome to another Cubebrush webinar. So excited you're here. Let's see if I can get this right this time. Okay, all right. First of all, my name is Sarah. I'm the marketing director for Cubebrush, and we started doing webinars just a couple months ago. And so if you want to check out our other webinars, we record all of them so you can see them in the past. We talked about posting a new product in the past and some of our great marketing tools. And now we've actually kind of been diving a little bit more into how to market your store a little bit more. And this webinar is going to be focused a lot on promoting your store. So best practices for emails and images that we'd like you to use for your social media, and also so that we can share you and your products. So we're going to dive into that a little bit more, and we're taking this into two parts because this part again is going to be more about emails and images, and then the next one we're going to focus a little bit on Facebook and paying for ads and how to target your audience. And so at the end, I'm going to kind of show you how to where the Facebook is integrated into our site so that you can hopefully sign up before the next one. And yeah. So we'll go ahead and get started. I promise I won't take too much of your time. And again, this is recorded, so if you have to sneak out before it's over, you can totally access it later on. Okay, so first things first is images. Obviously, they're extremely important. This is how you're going to market your store. This is how you're gonna sell your products, right? So I wanted to show you some images that are really great that do really well on social media, both when we share it and for you guys. So this is the first example. This is a great image to share for a couple reasons. One, because it shows the steps all in one image. There's no text that breaks up the art, and it generates a ton of clicks. So it's pretty straightforward, it's simple, and this is something that we can share on almost all of our social media. That includes Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and it does well on almost all of them. Okay, so this is a little bit different, and I wanted to include this because obviously this has text. So we've done, our social media specialist has done some research in the past that suggests that any images with a lot of text on them don't tend to do well on social. They just don't generate a lot of engagement, which is why we've normally been saying, you know, kind of stay away from those a little bit. But something like this is okay because it's a little bit shorter. It tells the person exactly what they're getting, and this does well, particularly on Twitter. But also this image. This image is also included in this product because it shows examples, which really helps us out as well. So you're showing examples, you're having small text, so the more images that you want to provide us with, the better. Here's another great example. Now I labeled this good and bad because some images that do really well on one social media platform don't do well on another. And so what's great is if you can share with us, or when you post your product, if you can include numerous images, that is great because then some of them we might be able to use on one and not the other. So for example, the one on the left that you're seeing there, this one right here, it shows the steps. There isn't a ton of text, but there is a lot going on. That's why it does so much better on Twitter. Whereas Instagram, as most of us know, they like art a lot more, Instagram followers, right? So you want to see the art a lot more, and then kind of include the link within that post. And so that's why that one does a little bit, or does much better on Instagram. So this seller in particular provided us with enough that you could share it on across the board, which is really helpful as well. Okay, just a couple more examples just to give you an idea. So this is another great example because it's showing the steps, there's no text, and it creates really high engagement because we're able to share all of those or just one of those photos. And this is another one. So this is where it gets kind of tricky, right? So I keep saying about adding not a ton of text. This one is a little bit different because it also includes different angles and lighting. So you do have text on it, but if you look at the images below, these don't. So we don't have to include it with text, but there is text there, and this is a really high engagement and does well for us. Okay, so then the last two that I wanted to cover are 3D assets, a little bit different. So we've got rope, and then we also have more environment art. So obviously trees and shrubs and chairs. You can see kind of down below, architecture on the right hand or on the left hand side. So I asked our social media specialist what the difference is, because her suggestion is for environment art like this, where with the trees and the shrubbery, that you want to put that in an actual environment to show an example, so that someone knows exactly what they're getting. She said it's not so much that way with rope or with textures like these, because it's so straightforward. So you don't necessarily have to see it in its environment, because it is what it is. Whereas shrubs, you kind of want to see what that environment looks like to see if it fits their image, or project, what they need it for, a little bit better. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay, so now I want to switch over to our site. Okay, so now we're on the Cubebrush site. I'm going to talk to you a little bit, and I have in the past if you watch the other webinars, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to create a sale, or create a coupon within your store, because this is going to kind of lead into emailing and best practices there as well. So, okay, so if you go into your profile, I've created 2 photo references because, as I've said in the past, unfortunately, I'm not a great artist, but I have photo references. So these are my products that I have. So now if I go into coupons and sales, you just click on that, and then this creates, and then automatically you can see all the different sales and coupons that you've created in the past or created to prepare for. So here's what's great. So I have 2, followers and holiday sale. What's great is you can apply these to different products. So I don't have any live products going on right now, but if I did, there would be 2 listed there. So I wouldn't have to apply this sale or percentage off to everything. I could actually apply it to one or a couple of my products. And then over here, you can do the amount off, whether it's in dollars or percentages, and then until whatever you want to do. So I created a holiday sale. I have it ending at the end of this week at 20% off. So this is the one I'm going to click just to give you an example. I want to make that active, but I want to email and notify my followers of this great sale. Again, we make it as easy as possible for you. I don't want it to be the followers sale. I just want it to be the holiday sale. So that's another example. If you have multiple sales going on different products, this is an easy way to just click on those, and then you can email everybody at once, so you don't have to do separate emails. So now I want to save this discount, and here at the top, this gives me the opportunity to write an email to the followers, and then you can send it directly from our site. So it makes it so easy. You don't have to worry about an automated email if you don't want to. You don't have to worry about creating something separate. You can all do it within our site, which is great. But I will warn you about sending too many emails. You don't want it to be too much and then end up being redundant, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Leads us into email marketing. So once you do this, you can send it. Obviously, we say this is really happening, and then it'll send out to all of your followers. And you can do that multiple times if you want. Okay, let's head over back to our slideshow. Okay, so I wanted to give you an example. So this is an email or similar to an email that we actually just sent out recently about Black Friday sale. And so I wanted to show you an example because there's something to keep in mind when you send out these emails, short, sweet, and to the point. There's a lot of people, I mean, you yourself, I'm sure, recognize that your emails fill up every day and stuff goes all over the place and you're so busy. So what you want to do is make sure that your email is short and to the point and gets their attention. For us, we want them to know that everything is 20% off. That's what we want their eye to draw to immediately. So they didn't have time to read the email, that's okay. They know that everything is 20% off. And maybe now that caught their attention and now they're going to want to read the rest of the email because that's important, right? So just keep that in mind. All right, so this is some just special things to remember about emails in general. One is be consistent. Keep your brand top of mind for followers. So Uh, but there is a line. Okay, so I did a little bit of research in 2018, email marketing automation and email marketing in general. And it suggests that if you have over 50,000 followers, then you can be sending 4 to 6 emails per week. And that's not going to land you in the spam folder. That's going to be interesting information. If you have less than that, let's say you have 5,000 followers, or you have 500 followers, or 1 follower, you want to stick to more a couple times a month. So you could still email once a week or twice a week. Just don't make it as consistent, but still be consistent, because you want to stay top of mind for those followers. You just don't want to end up being redundant, which is my next point. You want to send quality content. You want to avoid those spam folders. So, and I'm going to talk a little bit about being unique too, but so all of your content should be different. So if you send the exact same type of email every single week about one specific product that you have, you're not going to get nearly as much engagement in those. You're not going to get click-throughs either. Your click-through rate is going to be much lower, because they already know what they're seeing, and they're going to throw you in their spam folder because they're tired of seeing it. So just make sure that when you're sending things, make sure that it's unique, and that it's quality information that you need to be sharing with them. And again, more products, more emails. So say you have 2 products in your store. Well, you're not going to send then 2 emails a week. You'll probably not send even 2 or 1 email a week, because you have less product. So the more products that you add, the more that you can share. So if you have 50 products in your store, that's information that you're going to want to share, because you're going to be able to talk about different products that you have. If you have a big promotion coming up, that's another one that you can talk about. So just keep in mind, more products tends to mean more emails. Just make sure you're sending quality emails and being consistent, not redundant. And then make promotions and sales unique. So if every week you have, if you have 20% off a specific item every single week, that's not going to create urgency for anybody, because they know that at the end of the week, you'll probably take it off a sale and then put it back on a sale again, and so they'll wait you out. So make sure that everything is unique. Here's a fun anecdote. I don't even know if this is interesting enough, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Pajama pants. I love these pajama pants that I've been seeing out lately. They are $16.99. I find that ridiculous to spend on a pair of pajama pants. However, last night at midnight, I got an email telling me that those pajama pants went on sale for $10. I've never seen them on sale before. I don't know when they're going to go on sale again, so I bought myself a pair. Actually, I bought myself 2 pair, because when are they ever going to go on sale again? That's a perfect example of creating a unique promotion or unique sale, because I don't know. Whereas, a dresser that I've been looking at forever goes on sale every once in a while, and if it's not on sale right now, why am I buying it? I would rather wait. So just keep that in mind when you're sending out different promotions and different sales, because people will catch on to that very quickly. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about once you finally do create that sale and it's live and you've emailed and you're in the middle of your new sales promotion. We have this great sales timer, and I've talked about this in the other ones, but I think it's just so cool, again, because it creates demand, and that's the whole point. You want to create high demand. So this is a great idea, because, like I said, I just created the one that I'm ending at the end of the week, so people can go in and they can see my product and see the countdown. So there's only a matter of time that they're going to get that sale. They better check up on it soon. So we've created that as well. It's automatically in the system, so you don't even have to worry about it. It's just information that I wanted to share with you. Okay. So that goes over a little bit about emails, some images that you want to create, and also our discounts and sales feature. Now I want to talk about, I really just kind of do a lead in for Facebook integration, and that's because our next webinar that we're going to be hosting, and we'll definitely make an announcement and shoot you an email, let you know when that is, in a couple of weeks. We're going to be talking a little bit more about having a business account on Facebook and how to utilize that to really increase sales for your store, which is key. And that's what we want to help you do, which is why we've integrated it within our platform to make it even easier for you. So If you haven't created a business account on Facebook, it's super easy. Whether you're spending $10 a week or $1,000 a week, it's beneficial, trust me. It's going to allow you to target your specific audience, and we want to be able to share those analytics with you too, which is why we've put it into our platform so that it all links to your store. All you have to do once you've signed up for a business account is get that Facebook Pixel ID and plug it in right here, and then click save, and you're all good to go. And then we'll talk about some of the ways you can utilize that, but really it just gives you a great way to track your numbers and to track who's coming to your store and what's causing them to come to your store, so that you can utilize that information and pick specific images for that, or pick verbiage, or pick promotions or times, because it's going to give you all that information. And we'll dive into that a lot more in a couple weeks. I just wanted to kind of get you started in that process so that by the next time we talk, it'll be already set up and we'll be good to go. So, okay. So that kind of covers everything we wanted to talk about today. I promise not to take up too much of your time, and I won't. So until next time, if you have any questions about anything that we talked about today, or any of the webinars, or just any questions about the platform in general, I am happy to help. So you can shoot me an email. I can answer any questions that you might have. Also, keep in mind this is recorded so you can watch it again. And we have 2 others that are posted as well about everything you need to know about posting a new product, and also some marketing tools, kind of going in depth about the site and other marketing tools that you can utilize as well. So I hope this was helpful. Again, email me if you have any questions, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks.